Good morning, guys. It's your old pal Brian. Yes, I'm still smarting from yesterday's flight, or moreover crash of the Blather giant scale.
System on, ready to fly.
That is the
Tundra is ready to fly.
the Blather giant scale Stinger. Oh, without a doubt, that was
Low battery critical.
yes, Amber. That was a low point in my radio control career, and by low I mean, oh my god. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I simply lost orientation, although the fellow that gave me the plane and also my radio control partners out at the club are asking me to look closely at the video to see if it rolled left. The fellow that gave me the plane said, well, it looked like you rolled right real hard and it might have been a bad servo, and I says, eh. I went out and checked and the servo was just fine.
Flaps half.
Taking off.
Flaps half. Flaps up.
So my buddy, who's looking on a crappy iPhone, is like, well, look a little closer and see. I thought it rolled right, and then crazy light rolled left. So I'm gonna check the left servo and check the video. I can't hardly watch it. I've seen it like 3 times, and I'm like, oh my god. I think it simply, I was making a right-hand turn. I was a little spooked by the airplane, and I silhouetted it against that morning sky as the sun had come out, because I'd flown a plane that I have a hard time with my Durafly T-28, and it's me. It silhouettes real easy and it spooks me. Well, I went ahead and took my second flight with the Stinger, and the sun had started to peek out from behind the clouds and cause silhouetting. And it's just one of those cases where a combination of jitters and knowing better about the silhouetting issue that I frankly shouldn't have flown, I think. But the fellow that gave me the plane couldn't have been more cool. He said, I'm glad you got a successful maiden out of it. It didn't do him any good sitting in the shed, so it took about 0.02% of the sting out of it.
11.5.
Or more than that. He's such a nice guy, and he kind of operates on my same principle that, you know, they all have a crap out date, and if it craps out with you, then dang it, that so be it, but it ain't doing any good sitting in the shed. So we'll call that case closed. I'm going to harvest the parts off of it that I can and go ahead and send her to the landfill. Uh-oh.
11.4 volts.
I thought I was getting a little, maybe getting a little low voltage. She's going to call out voltage here in a second. Could have put it on momentary, but I like having my Insta trim on there. That way I can go ahead and just trim.
11.4.
Yeah, we're good. That way I can simply trim from floats to wheels to however 50 cameras I got hanging off of it. Speaking of which, I knocked the ribbon cable loose on my Runcam HD and scratched the lens. Like I've been taught before, most of the time if you scratch a lens, unless it's profound, it doesn't matter. But dicking around with the ribbon cable, I killed the ribbon cable, I believe, and I've since ordered a replacement
11.3 volts.
camera module for it, and that should be in the coming days, and I'll be a little bit more nice to the ribbon cable when I install it. I creased it, that's what I ended up doing. Uh-oh, ducks. So Heidi Ho out there to In the Tube Deep, who's probably too busy to watch my videos with work and chasing beach bottoms around, but
11.2 volts.
very entertaining watching your videos. Gotta love morning bikini girls. I see the timber made it out and it's starting to hit the field and people are grousing about it. And it's funny because during the, I read that whole thread and people are, oh man, once the timber comes out, you'll get to see sheer perfection. I mean, like the likes of which God's hand created this particular aircraft, and it won't experience any of the misery of the Tundra and what a piece of crap, love fanboys. And sure as shit, springs are bad on the landing gear. Things are ill-marked in the manual. Just the normal stuff that you'd expect from any manufacturer who's mass-producing stuff and out of, frankly, China. So, ha 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 ha. But I hadn't seen anybody, any of the fanboys who are suspiciously absent, go, hey, yeah, we were wrong. Yeah, that guy Charlie, nice enough fella, but you know, you're like, well, damn Tundra wing fell off. That's a piece of junk. You know, I don't expect that type of behavior from Horizon, and he was one of the first ones to tell them that their manual was lacking, and that there are yeah, hardware issue. Yeah, the springs are breaking. So it's not perfect. The fact of the matter though is I think it's going to be a good aircraft, and you know, it's a great alternative to the Tundra or an addition to. Alrighty. We won't have battery forever, so let's bring in sweetness. Landing! Oh shoot, I got it in the weeds. What do I do?
Hold, throttle release, reflex.
That'll work.
Engaged.
I love that function.
11.2 volts.
I'll share more about that function here in another month or so.
Throttle hold.
See ya.